So my sense of embarrassment after taking a fat L to parallel, I figured, you know what? Let's try this new commentary style where I play my games and then I go over them after. I started out at 2634 ELO. I played Lucien all the games, and we're going to start with when I enacted this, right? Like I said, I took the fat L. He gave it to me good. And you know what? Let's hop into the first game. So I'm not going to be stopping it necessarily. I don't want to make this a replay analysis. Like I said, consider this just a ranked commentary. Just a little bit different of a style, right? It's like after the fact, kind of. It's technically still ranked commentary, right? It's just a little bit different form of it. Let me know, what you guys think of it, by the way. These first games, I'd say the first two games were really still feeling each other out. Like I said, there was the one previously, but there wasn't anything special about it. It was my first game on, and like I said, I tried recording normally, and the guy just absolutely gave it to me. I think I play much better when I'm able to just, focus on one thing at a time. So I figured, like I said earlier, let's try this style. But he lost his stock early. He made a huge error with the SIG. It was kind of one of those SIGs where I felt like in the head, he's like, oh, he's going to be off stage. I can hit it, and he completely biffed it. But he did a lot of things early on and just throughout this, I guess, set, more or less, with... it's not a set, why did I even call it that? He did a lot of stuff with the SIGs of Jala, and a lot of the times I thought I would be able to punish it when, in actuality, I never actually got a good punish on that. I don't know where... Dude, that's like... Houston come in, because I had no idea where I was going. I completely lost, contact with ground control there. That was a good end light by him. I don't know if I could have done anything to actually save myself. Pretty much here. Dude, that's so... I think that's something that is so sad on blasters when you do an end light and then you get, caught out by it. It's not that they intended to do it. It's that it literally just happens because there's, dead space in between the move. So I don't know if maybe changing that on blasters will be a good idea. Right there. Masterclass there, right? I will give it to him there. He did go for a good dare. I don't think he could make it back any other way, so that was kind of smart of him to just, go ahead and say, you know what, have the boot. But it didn't matter. As long as I am able to make it back, taking one dare's worth of damage isn't that big of a deal at all. What I hit him with? Oh, yep, double end light into an air already. And look at the health. Is that do you consider that orange? I mean, on my monitor, it still looks like, kind of close to orange. A deeper yellow, one might say. The fact that I still have to play this guessing game in Brawlhalla as far as which color is or what color it is, right? Because you can have, that was stupid by the way, you can have some monitors show orange, super deserved also. If you're gonna up throw like that, know it's gonna hit. I think that was just out of habit, and that's not necessarily good. But yeah, like I was saying, the colors on certain monitors, the colors are straight up different. It doesn't make sense. It's not right. They need to have numbers. I understand they're not trying to be Smash or something. They're trying to be their own thing, but there's a reason percentages and numbers are used instead of these colors. Because first of all, some people straight up are colorblind, right? Second, there's literally hardware differences, and that's not very cash money at all. But anyways, back to the match. Sorry, I got a little fumed. I hate Great Hall so much for guitars. Also, I tried to make this a little offstage play. He reacted really well with it. I wonder if I could have kept it going. Maybe I could have. Right here, he could have got me. He could have killed me right there and had a really big lead. But I don't like any sort of platform map. I think the platform maps are not the best. Especially Great Hall for a character like Lucien, right? Guitars, like I said, don't like platforms. And then also with blasters, Enigma can be very, very good, but I don't think that it is worth it. Especially, like I said, on this map, right? The ceiling's so high. Also, that D-Sig I did, I want to let you guys know, if that hit, I still would have said that was an accident, because it 100% was. No way. I'm going to just take credit for that. If that hits, that's the stars aligning for sure. Right here. Just honestly, Lucien's so nice. The high speed, I was able to just walk him down off stage. I think with any weapon, especially blasters, I think blasters in a situation like that do better than any other weapon. Okay. I'm not going to say any other weapon, but they do very good. Possibly even better than guitars. But at the end of the day, it's just a matter of, okay, how good can you track the person? Right here, so you notice some of the stuff I'm spacing, it might seem like I'm just kind of like throwing out hitboxes, which, you know, I am. I'm trying to space him in a way. I'm just trying to like, okay, this is gonna be a weird comparison, but you know how in like fighting, especially if you watch mixed martial arts or like boxing, they like gauge range, right? And like a lot of times they're just throwing out their hand just to like gauge range. That's almost kind of what you have to do on a weapon like blasters. You're not necessarily like, obviously you want to hit them, but it's going to take a little bit of time, at least for most people, to find that space. You're not going to instantly just know. And that's kind of what I have to do, at least at first. But once you get that sense of, okay, they're going to do this here, this is like where I need to be spaced, it becomes super, super good. And it's just one of those things like blasters, you can get away with it a lot. The GCD SIG, that's just a classic at this point. Come on, Parallel, like you got to know that. Right here, I tried it again. I was more than anything just looking to see if he kind of fell for a similar thing. That situation, I just capitalized off of a very bad play by him. If he just like did his recovery later and went to the wall, that would have been like really, really good for me. What happens here? I don't remember. Recovery, D-Light, Nair, recovery. Yeah. I just started to absolutely catch him with everything. The wall play, not necessarily my favorite thing that I did there. Side sig also, that's pretty ugly. That's just desperation sig. Don't need to do that. I knew also I could beat him with the off stage play, so that's what I kind of was just going for. So I was hoping I could bait him into something. Also, I got hit by the side light nair recovery the first time, so that's why I went for it. I didn't know if D-Light recovery would kill there. That's why I didn't go for it. I'd rather just take the Sair in that case, because I know he's going to be pushed off stage. If he Saired there, I would have died. I'm going to consider myself lucky a lot of the times. Also, the fact that I didn't die there is really, really important. I will say I am playing strength stance, so that D-Light recovery I did, I think if I was playing 3 strength, he actually wouldn't have died. So I just made the right call with the stance. Okay, game 3. Game 3, I think I swapped to speed stance at this point, which takes away a defense. And in the last game, I think that actually would have meant I would have lost from his Sair that he hit me with. But that was actually that was a sick sword play that it did on me. He absolutely trashed me this first stock. I tried to be a little fancy, but I never really got too much off. I think something I'm personally really bad at on blasters is that I don't always consider, I consider like the options, like, oh, I hit a side light, people are gonna go in the air, yeah. I never really consider the fact that some people are gonna dodge down. Someone who I think is really, really good at that is Cody. I think Cody's phenomenal at just picking apart opponents with blasters, right? Like we've seen this, like if you watched Parsec, then you probably saw the clip of him absolutely like smoking Ethan. When Cody was in like red on Demon Island, he did side light into like dare, and that was insane. And then he just got like, you know, kind of standard nair recovery. Like who hasn't been hit by that? Did he choke here? I forget. Yeah, he definitely did. Okay, at this health, I literally knew, and I was kind of tempted to like shark him a little bit. You see me run off the stage there, dude. I was ready to play the shark. I was down to do it, but I came back to stage. I figured, whatever, I can space him enough on stage. He's going to space me super hard. So that only helps me, right? I think the best thing he could have done here is put pressure on me, because he's giving me all this room and I'm able to use it better than him. I'm playing blasters, like, right? That's where blasters are really good for. Who does that sig? Who does that sig? My brain borderline malfunctioned. I was like, oh, ground pound would kill him here, so I did it. But it was way too slow. Here it is. I hit him with it. That's like a super standard Lucien read. The dare, I think, that put him on the ground into the side light. That keeps him on the ground. It's kind of like spear and light, where they can't like dodge up or anything. So his options are gonna be like to backdash or to like spot dodge. They're not very great. Basically, it's like a good setup for Lucien every time. I don't know about other Qatar characters, but right here, I think I just kind of kept it going. Yeah, I hit him with that. I just figured I'd go for the Sair. You just got to go for it, man. You can't be scared. You got to be brave. You got to be feeling bold. You just got to go for it all. Be on him like butter on bread, you know? What did I get him with? Come on, let's see it. That's some cheeks. I could have gotten him with like another really big string on guitars. There. I tried for another dare. Come on. Recovery. That was... I'm surprised I managed to let that hit. I tried for it. He's been doing that dare a lot, and a lot of people do that dare. Be ready to punish that. A lot of people do it so much. Also, I deserve to die for that. Like, if you're playing Blasters and you miss that, if you are a Blasters player and you miss that, you don't even need to be a Blaster player. If you're just missing that, you deserve to lose your stock, if not the game. With that being said, he did get some damage on me, but it didn't really intimidate me too much. I kind of knew I got this one in the bag. I literally just needed one sig, which I think has worked against me in the past. That like mentality, like, oh, all I need to do is hit one signature. You just got to remember that, oh, you know, you can play to whatever rhythm you want. And basically that's kind of what I started to. I let him get the damage because I was forcing out stuff. And I was like, you know what? He actually is one hit. So let's just like not be stupid. Dude, this final game, I was like... I don't even know what to think of his gauntlet play. I've literally never seen this guy play gauntlets. So when I played this Miami Dome game against his Val, I was like, okay, this should be pretty good for me. But it was, you know, you'll see. You'll see what happens. I just have, like, literally no idea. Like, okay, when is he going to do this thing? Like, when he hit that, I was like, this guy's insane at gauntlets. Like, what's going on? But then I started noticing, you'll kind of see that N-Sig come back, like there, literally 2 seconds later. And that kind of reminded me of how I play Val gauntlets, or how I at least use the N-Sig. He's one of the few people I've seen, and maybe it's because he's newer to the character, he really used, like, a lot of the signatures that I wasn't expecting. The N-Sig, and then there'll be another surprise you'll see later on, which I had no way of knowing. Like, he could have done anything else in this situation, and then he did. He'll do the sig that you'll see. Yeah, but I don't know what he's doing. It looks like he's just wanting to, like... He clearly doesn't know what he's doing on on gauntlets. Like, am I BM for saying that? Is that, like, mean of me? I mean, some of the stuff he's doing, like, the GCD lights, you know, into Nair, that's normal. But, like, he's also just going for some odd options. Maybe this is the new way. Maybe in, like, a week, he'll have gauntlets mastered, and he'll be, like, 10 times better than me at them. I don't know. All I know is, like, the stuff he was doing on Val was just so bizarre to me, the options he was taking. But, yeah, I'm deep in orange at this point. I don't necessarily know, like, what to expect off his sword, because he's literally played none of it, so I kind of wanted to keep it away from him. Right there, like I was saying in previous games, I don't know why I decided. I just need to get him in my brain, dude. I need my brain cells literally to work together. You know, the 10 I have left, which got taken away by that play. Oh my gosh. The fact he did D-Sig out of all things is, I almost have to give him props. I don't know why anyone would ever just decide to do Val D-Sig there. But yeah, I need to be better at, like, doing gun stuff on the ground, because I could have 100% gotten a lot of damage if I did, like, side light into side light and probably caught his dodge. Right here, though, I think is when I really started, like, picking him apart with guitars. I think he made a misplay. Yeah. That is quite the common thing. He had the lead there. He just needs to play on stage. Like, I put him off stage, but just get back to stage. I've made this mistake, like, against Wrench specifically a lot. I'm like, you know what? I can gimp them here. And what happens is, basically, the guitar player wins that most of the time. Unless you do catch them. But you just can't... Like, there's just no reason. He trolls this a little bit. Not even gonna lie. Like, I couldn't tell if he was, like, actually thinking that was gonna work. I don't know. That was mind-blowing that he went for it that many times and just kind of didn't change it up at all. Classic N-Light N-Sig. Gotta go for it at least a few times. I think covers so much. What do I hit him with? Oh, do I get him with the read? No, I don't, because I'm bad. And he is worse for going for that sig. But yeah, that ended up getting me... What ELO did I end at? Let's see. We can peep it. I started at, like, 2634. Ended at 2685. You know, not a huge climb necessarily. He was, like, early 2600s. But, you know, ELO is kind of whatever. Hopefully, next video I can get back to 2700. But we'll see. As I said though, guys, I really hope you enjoy this format. If you don't, let me know. I really do want feedback in the comments on what you guys think about this. So if you want me to play and do commentary at the same time, I can. This is really only for ranked, just because I feel like when I do play ranked and I'm commentating, the quality of my matches are so much worse than if I do it in this format. So I just want you guys to think, open mind, keep what I just said in your mind, and I'll see you guys around. Peace, everyone.